Well, we all know how wildly admired Judge Sotomayor is, and she has not only a sophisticated grasp of legal doctrine, but a keen awareness of how the law impacts everyday life. She understands that upholding the rule of law and upholding precedent is her primary duty, but she also understands how to apply it fairly, consistently, and in a common sense way. If confirmed for the Supreme Court, Judge Sotomayor would bring more federal judicial experience than any nominee at the time of their nomination, and she will provide more overall judicial experience than anyone confirmed in the court over the past 70 years. She's obviously, from my colleagues, she's been a big city prosecutor, she's been a corporate litigator, and she's been on the judicial branch. So she brings a diversity of judicial and legal experience to the bench with her. Independent studies have concluded that during her tenure as a judge, she has been marked by a resounding adherence to precedent. After a comprehensive analysis of her judicial record, the nonpartisan Congressional Research Service recently concluded that Judge Sotomayor shows a consistent adherence to upholding of past judicial precedents. Judge Sotomayor is a jurist who bases her decisions on the underlying legal precedents and the rule of law, and she will continue this approach on the Supreme Court. When I had the benefit of having lunch with her, with Senator Schumer, that was the question that I asked her. And she very directly and simply said that she will apply the rule of law and she will look to precedent. So I have every confidence that that is exactly what she will do as a member of the Supreme Court. She also brings with her a range of experience, having brought up in a Puerto Rican family by a single mom in the South Bronx. She then went on to excel in education, getting summa cum laude out of Princeton, getting law review at Yale. She's someone who has really had the benefit of an extraordinary education and has applied it wisely throughout a very large and significant legal career. She has been hailed as a role model of aspiration, discipline, commitment, intellectual prowess, and integrity for her ascent to the federal bench from an upbringing in a South Bronx housing project, and is one of the ablest federal judges currently sitting for her thoughtfulness in her opinions. Judge Sotomayor is a historic appointment. She will be the first Latina to serve on the nation's highest bench and will continue to address the gender imbalance that my colleagues brought up in their remarks. But what I am most impressed about Judge Sotomayor is the quality of her credentials. To have so much judicial experience coming into this job and an array of legal experience is something that is going to be an extraordinary asset for all of us on the Supreme Court, for all of us. As my colleagues also mentioned, I do think that we must ensure a fair process. I think it will be timely to have her nomination voted on before the August recess, and I think it's appropriate in light of the timelines that we've had for previous justices. I also want to address the concern about her record. What Judge Sotomayor brings to the table is that she has a 17-year-long judicial record to draw upon that is published, that is publicly available and has been from the day she's been nominated. Judge Sotomayor has developed a record as a moderate judge who agrees with her more conservative colleagues far more frequently than she disagrees with them. In that time, she's participated in more than 430 published panel decisions where the panel included at least one judge appointed by a Republican president. In those cases, she agreed with the result favored by the Republican appointees in 413 cases, 95% of the time. Judge Sotomayor is well within the mainstream, and because she brings with her such an extraordinary array of judicial and personal experiences, we can look forward to her being one of the greatest justices in our American history.